Hello, everybody. It's Thursday night. You know what that means. It's another exciting episode for the Homies podcast. And you can kind of notice we're down to two people tonight. So shout out to Big Dog Jake. And a very, very special shout out. Happy birthday, Kreese.
Happy Borfmas.
Ebola, how's it going, my friend?
It's going good. It's been an interesting week, to say the least.
Pretty much. And thank you, Ronan, for coming in tonight. Ronan, how's it going, my friend?
Hello, everybody. Y'all know who I am. I'm Ronan the Crusader, and I am doing pretty good, Phantom. Thanks for asking. Because the anger has transformed from blind rage to a more tempered and controlled fury, but it still exists there. Believe me when I say this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna have Vagabond joining us here in a little bit. So you know what, Ebola? Let's have some laughs. Let's make fun of a leftist lunatic loser who just lost his show. Let's talk about Jimmy Kimmel.
Do you want me to pull up the article?
Well, yeah, I just shared the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody, I'm producing tonight. Right, let me share. Here we go. So, as everybody knows, last night we got glorious news. Jimmy Kimmel has officially been canceled. What do you guys think about this?
Ding dong, the douche is dead. Those are my first words.
I would say out of all the hosts, he was one of the worst ones. Also, if his ratings were good, I don't think they'd probably try to find a reason to keep him. But he probably was. They're like trying to find an excuse to get rid of him, and then he said that it's like, well, there's our excuse to get rid of him.
Yeah, but the thing is, though,
the argumentation.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say the argumentation as to why they would easily let him go is because they're probably not getting enough viewership, which in turn means they're not getting enough money in terms of the return of interest, shall we say, for Jimmy Kimmel. It's the same thing that happened with Stephen Colbert, though, considering his contract allows him to go until next year, which is going to be his last year. I guess with Kimmel, it's different. Like they just decided that they would use a morality clause to kind of chuck him out.
I don't know if Steven has more views, but it seems like they just didn't think it was worth the risk to try to keep him when he said this. They're like,
yes, yeah.
I mean, but to Colbert, I don't think. Yeah, did he say anything yet? I don't know, but they canceled him before this whole thing happened, so he was already canceled.
I haven't seen anything out of Colbert. I think he's trying to mind his P's and Q's because if they go ahead.
I think he did say what happened was horrible, but he's probably playing it safe because he knows. I think he knows trying to defend what happened is ludicrous, or try to insult it is a bad idea.
Actually, from what I'm hearing is that apparently he's not backing down or apologizing about the comments he's made with Charlie Kirk. I think he's doubling down instead. That's what I've been hearing recently.
Who, Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy.
So I was referring to Stephen Colbert.
Stephen, that's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, they gave him an ultimatum, and this is the parent company said, Jimmy, apologize and donate to Kirk's thing. Turning Point
Turning Point.
USA.
Right.
And he's like, I'm not gonna apologize. I said nothing wrong. And they said, okay, you're literally suspended indefinitely. And a lot of people are pushing that he's done. He is done.
Like indefinitely usually means
You're done.
you're basically done, but we're not going to specify when you are exactly done.
It's
Basically you're done, but there's not going to basically we're not going to specify when.
It's golden handcuffs. It's what happened with Tim Pool before.
Yep.
When he was about to be thrown out of Vice, they basically told him not to write any more articles, not to essentially participate. But again, because he was still under contract, he couldn't actually really leave Vice until the contract finally ended. Mm-hmm. So if anything, that might be what's happening with Jimmy Kimmel as well.
At the end of the day, small violin playing.
Ebola, resend Vagabond the link.
I don't think I can't invite anyone.
Oh, you can't copy and paste it.
Nope, I don't have the permission.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I can't invite.
Well,
anybody.
Vagabond, if you hear me, you do have the link. So, but so the thing is with Colbert, so if I remember right, I think he has that clause that if he says anything negative or really bad here on out, they can just drop him and he's not going to get paid the rest of the money. And I was like, that's the reason why Colbert's been very tight-lipped about this Charlie Kirk situation.
Yeah. I think Jay said this morning, Jimmy Fallon, I think is the best out of them all because he's a bit, I guess, more tame in comparison to the rest.
He's been pretty quiet. Been pretty quiet.
He's when you watch that podcast thing, he looked like when they didn't have any writers and they did that whole podcast thing, thing, he looked like he didn't want to be there at all. And he's the only one who had Trump on his show before when he was running.
Well, all I can say about this is na 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 hey 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 goodbye. I mean, at this point, Jimmy Kimmel, you stuck as a comedian. You're a hypocrite because of all the stuff that you used to do back in the day with the Man Show, and when you did blackface and all that shit you used to do before you got your own mainstream show. Fuck you and fuck the horse you rode it on, you trashy piece of shit. And, and I'm also sick and tired of people saying, well, the right is embracing cancellation culture. No, we're not.
No,
we're celebrating consequences.
I would say not cancellation culture. It's called consequence. Suddenly, when it happens to you, the quotes you used for multiple years, freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequence. You suddenly forget the freedom of not free of consequence part of the quote. So this is what not free of consequence means. You're held accountable for things you say that is absolutely either lying or disgusting and deserve to get fired for.
All right, keep on talking, Ebola. I'm gonna re-sign in Discord and resend Vagabond the link.
All right.
But yeah, it's good riddance to bad rubbish. That's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, everybody, we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot in change. Plans have changed because of Jake not being here. So
yeah, if you thought we were professional, I'm sorry to say we're not.
But I guess we can move on to the next subject. We could talk about a movie icon, and we can talk about some deaths that happened here recently.
I guess
go ahead.
one thing I can end it on is I'm gonna quote Hirsch on this one though. But when they call you these names, they're basically using that at Target as an excuse to basically end your life.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Like they call you, bashers and stuff. It's basically an excuse to basically end you.
Yeah, and they still haven't shut the hell up about shit like that. They're still
They-
spewing the rhetoric.
You'd think they learned, but I guess not.
Yeah.
So do you want to do Witcher first?
Yeah, let's go ahead and give me a second. I'm sitting back up on the link again. So
Okay,
yeah,
I
everybody just so let's go ahead and let's
Do you want the volume on or
1 second. Well, yeah. No, not really, because I'll probably end up having to trip it out again anyway because it's Netflix and it's The Witcher. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm trying to do something. I have not seen this yet.
I think I heard the background on one daily, but I didn't watch it. You mean to play it now or when you're done?
Yeah, when I'm done. When I'm done.
Okay.
I'm trying to sign out. Come on. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not having a good day today. All right, hold on, Vagabond. I'll get you in a minute. I know you're here. Your fans are blowing again.
It's not as bad as other times, but it sounds like a plane.
Sounds like Vagabond's blow up sex doll.
I can't imagine
with really big feet.
That makes sense.
And Vagabond, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
I agree, Vagabond.
Wait, so you couldn't hear my fans the whole time?
We could hear your fans. We could just couldn't hear you if you were speaking.
I might getting
Yeah, we
feedback
couldn't
then
hear.
because I didn't even have the mic on.
And it might be your connection. Cat might have been chewing on your connection. That's probably why you were having that fluttering sound.
Okay, do you hear it now?
Cat? Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. So we just since you wasn't here, we just made fun of Jimmy Kimmel getting canceled. What do you think about that, Vagabond?
I think it's funny. Because like the one, someone just died. It's this is a terrorist act, and these people have been targeting anyone on the right of Bernie Sanders forever. So honestly, normally I'm not for a cancel culture or anything like that. I don't really see it as cancel culture. I honestly I don't know what Jimmy Kendall actually said.
He called Charlie Kirk a goldfish, Trump's goldfish, basically.
So what he said was that he misled his audience by trying to say the Democrats' talking point that the assassin was a MAGA supporter, which is a lie. And then he said that Trump was acting like a kid who just lost his goldfish.
Well, that's because in the video, what is it? In the video, one of the news anchors was like asking him how he feels about losing Charlie Kirk, and then my assumption is Trump didn't hear the question at all, and instead heard, "How do you feel?" and basically answered what he answered, saying that they're building a new wing in the White House and whatnot.
Yeah.
And like, I'm again, and you hear in the footage that there's probably that one like presidential chopper that brings them around.
Marine
It's not
One.
Air Force Two, Marine One. Thanks, I was trying to remember the
Mhm.
name of it.
Yep.
Marine One was like obviously on and like activated, and like it was the engine was running, so obviously he could barely hear anything. But of course, they want to use that to try and essentially talk smack about Trump and saying, like what you said, that he's acting like he just lost his goldfish. It's ridiculous.
But also, like, if you go back and watch clips, he kind of viewed him as his like son in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So he acted like
Well-
he basically lost a son.
Well, I mean, Charlie did hand him the White House.
What?
So
All right. Okay. Have you guys seen Sam Hyde's newest episode at all, or like at least seen the beginning of his new episode, where he shows pictures of Charlie Kirk and pictures of Irina Zarutska, the lady who died in Charlotte,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it's like a 2-minute monologue, and he's basically like, "This is you," and he shows Charlie, "This is your sister, your wife, your daughter, but
Mhm.
this is you," and he's going back and forth, and yes, essentially Charlie Kirk was somebody who was very, very relatable to a lot of people. Fine, you might not find him super relatable if you're not a conservative. You might not find him super relatable if you're not a Christian, but you can find him relatable because he's one human being who wants to have a discussion with other human beings. Now, the only ones that couldn't find him relatable in any way, shape, or form are either demons or communists. And, well, we've seen the ones that are celebrating his death. We all know now what they actually are. But
Oh yeah.
but Sam made this 2-minute monologue intro, and I'm gonna be honest, it was hard for me to like try and hold back tears when I was hearing this opening, because it was insane just hearing it.
Yeah. Did you see the clip going around of him when he found out Charlie got shot? He was he was literally sitting there with his friends. I think he just got done with his show, and they was like, "Yeah, Charlie just got shot," and he's like, "No fucking way." All right, everybody. So this is the teaser for Witcher season 4 with Liam Hemsworth, and yeah, I haven't seen this yet. So
Raise your hand if you care about this show.
I don't. I haven't cared
Stopped
for
caring
it
after
since season
season 2.
I
Yeah.
watched season 2. Season 1 I binged that when it released. Season 2, not as much. I was like,
Yeah, but the thing is,
I
though,
don't know.
they too when they dropped the Wild Hunt in season 2, I was so stoked for it, and then we got season 3, which was
Did you watch season 3?
Unfortunately, yeah, I did.
I watched clips, but I'm just like, I don't. I mean, I think it was after that horrible other Witcher related show,
Yeah.
Blood Origin, yeah.
Blood Origins.
Oh,
I'm just
that
like, after
was gay. That was so retarded.
I watched this Bruce review. I'm just like, this is bad. I was tempted to watch it.
What up,
But
Nagranal?
I'm just like, I just don't want to watch this. It looks too
I was
painful.
actually watching Open Bar earlier today while I was finishing up my shift. So I was watching Drinker, Mahler. Oh, Nick from The Plot Strikes Back was also on there too. Shout out to him. And they were essentially talking about Witcher Blood Origin and with The Witcher, and just basically the absolute derailing of that whole franchise on Netflix. Blood Origin seemed like it was something, because it's not connected to any sort of storyline within the Witcher universe. It seems like something that's wholly original from Lauren Hissrich. So the best thing that we can say is that's
Not
Blood Origin is that's essentially what Lauren Hissrich and all the other little sycophantic writers want to turn The Witcher into. That is essentially what they would do to the whole Witcher series with like Geralt and Ciri, Triss, and Yennefer, if they were given complete control and they weren't being constantly berated by fans about doing this or doing that. And now that they don't have to deal with Henry Cavill anymore, constantly telling them how to do the Witcher story, they can pretty much just run wild with it, especially considering they only have 2 seasons left. They're not renewing this shit anymore. They've given up on it.
I would give up too. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, so when I remember you guys remember the teaser for the first season?
Yeah.
Seeing Henry walk up dressed as Geralt, I was like, let's fucking go. Let's go.
I will
Season
say,
1 was phenomenal. I mean, come on. Toss Your Coin to the Witcher was the song of the summer that year.
the songs are good even if the season
Yeah.
is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing Geralt like fight that monster in one of the first episodes, seeing him drink the potion in his eyes just going black and everything. That's Witcher right there. That's definitely Geralt right there. And then of course we see the rest of it, and it's just ugh.
The animated movie was good, I thought.
Well, the thing with me was, if you guys noticed, season 1, you got to see tits and ass all the time. Season 2, they cut it back. Season 3, non-existent.
Well, I mean, they were more interested in trying to get Geralt to constantly be out of his shirt, and hell, even Henry Cavill himself talked about this. He was just like, "Do I always have to, be in a scene where I'm not wearing a shirt and I'm showing off my muscles?" And it's it's completely one-sided, the kind of sexuality they wanted to present in The Witcher.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch this. Let's get this over with.
Here we go. It does feel like a Geralt cosplay.
I mean, Henry literally bulked up to look like
Wraith creature.
That's it? Okay.
That's it. Oh, scroll down in the comments and let's see if we can find the one that I'm thinking of. Right there, Liam pulling heart out of the Wraith. Quite symbolic of what producers did to the show. I love that.
I have to agree.
Oh,
I have to agree. Yeah, what made the
this one's losing Henry Cavill because he was too faithful to this person here is just insane.
I mean, what made the Witcher season 1 so good? It was Henry. It was Henry. I mean, literally, I remember seeing the reports he clashed with the creators. And it's like, yeah, you literally had the guy that knows the books, knows the lore, played the video games as your main character, and you won't listen to this man? God, you guys are morons.
I think morons is too generous.
I would say the most egregious thing that occurred during Henry's time with the production of The Witcher, it was season 2, right? It was the episode that involved Roach. Roach, the horse dying and everything. I remember they said behind the scenes that they wanted to write that scene where Geralt loses Roach, and then Geralt makes some kind of snide comment being like, "That's the second, third horse this year," or something like that. I don't know, some dumb comment like that, right? And Henry, he didn't, lose it like how I would probably lose it if I was a big fan of The Witcher and was starring as Geralt of Rivia. But he actually put his foot down and he basically told them, I don't think Geralt in any way, shape, or form, in any capacity, would ever do something like this. This just seems very disrespectful to the character and to the relationship he has with this horse.
He loved Roach.
Yes, absolutely.
He's had Roach since he was a baby. He literally raised Roach, and it's so, like it made no sense.
Lauren Hisrich, after the constant arguing, was just like, you know what, Henry, you know what. You go ahead and write it. You write a better scene. And what does Henry Cavill do? Like the gentleman he is, he writes like an amazing scene with Geralt giving Roach the most honorable, perfect send-off that Geralt could have given his horse. The man knows Geralt of Rivia and knows Witcher a lot more than any of these screeching fucking harpies do, who are given the control to write these stories. It's absolutely psychotic. But unfortunately, that's the world that we live in.
Of course. Oh, God. Dude, it's like season 1. I still think my favorite episode is with the dragon. The dragon episode still one
Oh
of my
yes, yeah,
favorite
yeah.
ones.
That one's good.
And I mean, the creatures in season 1 were really, really good. Season 2, so season 1, I would give an 8 out of 10, straight up. I loved it. Season 2 is when it started falling off. God. The scene when Siri runs up to him and she says, "Who's Yennefer?" And I'm like, oh God, that is so fucking terrible. That is so terrible.
Yeah.
And don't forget, and in the new Witcher game series, the new Witcher, don't know how they don't have they can't
Are they going
they
to
can't.
explain? Are they going to explain why or how?
The thing is, the chemicals and stuff that they use to mutate the children was lost in the purge, and they don't have the books, the writings, the spells. They don't have that anymore. They know how they know how to make the formulas so he could go into that altered state of his, but to create new witchers, they can't do it. Literally, Geralt is the last of his kind.
So maybe she's, I don't know, in a way, a new version where it's not like the original Witcher, but it's like a different type of Witcher. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too
but
nice.
it makes no sense though. It makes no sense. She
Could be a hybrid. I don't know.
Well, I mean, she is a mutant.
Yeah.
She is a mutant. That's the reason why the Wild Hunt chased her, is because of her powers.
Isn't she part elf though? Doesn't she have
Yes.
elf blood inside of her?
Yeah, well, her father was a gelding, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
But it just makes no sense. It's like she wouldn't be able to use the potions, because if she would drink, literally, if you're human and you drink the potions that the Witcher uses, it's literally poison to us, but gives him, it enhances his powers. It's like,
Maybe-
it makes no sense.
Maybe maybe she's not a Witcher, but she's just the main character.
No, she's a Witcher.
Okay.
She is a Witcher.
I forgot that part in the trailer. Okay.
She might have been trained by Geralt. She might have been trained by Yennefer, but she is no Witcher. I'm sorry, and I like her. I like Ciri as a character in the games and the books, but the show, she was oh, I don't like the actress. She just was not Ciri. The girl that played Yennefer, spot on, and how they, had her little arc was in the first season.
What about the person
great.
who played Triss?
That's the bard, right? The singer?
No, Triss, the red hair.
Oh, I don't remember much of her in season 3.
I found out later she was an old Harry Potter actress.
Well, I mean, in the books and in the game, I mean, literally in The Witcher 3, you could literally have her or Yennefer, and if you go with her, Yennefer gets very angry and very jealous.
So we get entertainment if you go with Triss.
Yeah, we do. But then also, you also get the the three-way that they do, but that's really hard to unlock that in the game.
Yeah, I haven't played.
Yes, I'm a gooner when it comes to females in video games. I can admit it.
There's a certain person I know that might be upset with that comment.
Well, it's like this. I did the one thing I said I would never do, everybody. I simped today. I simped on X today. I simped for Elvira. The Saskas posted a picture of Elvira. Yesterday was her birthday, and I posted one back. I mean, the woman that plays Elvira, she's still hot. and I think she's in her late 70s, early 80s, I still would. I'd smash. Just saying. Just saying. That's going to get clipped.
She's
Well,
got some jugs, man, so don't worry.
You Guna.
Hey, it's not that bad. I said I would for Sarah Silverman if she wasn't crazy.
But the one that-
Oh, no.
If she wasn't crazy.
But
Well, wait.
but
Vagabond,
Maybe I
haven't
could-
you seen?
Maybe I
haven't
could
you
fix
seen-
her.
Well, hold on. Haven't you seen that one clip from Funny People where she's talking to fucking Adam Sandler's character?
For Adam Sandler's character in what clip? Wait, well, in what movie?
Funny People.
I don't
But
think
that-
I've seen that one.
But Vagabond, I have to admit one thing. She does have lovely feet.
Yeah,
Cassandra,
See?
Cassandra
Don't
Peterson-
encourage this.
I'm changing one person at a time.
No.
Oh no, you're still not gonna see me like kiss or lick feet. I think she does have beautiful feet.
Especially
She does.
with
She has
honey.
beautiful legs. She has beautiful legs.
See, that's the start.
No.
I mean, dude, I like to have her legs wrapped around my head. I like for her to smother me.
Watch. If she would step on you, you wouldn't complain. I'm just saying.
No, I wouldn't.
See,
wouldn't.
that's where it starts.
You even lost them camping
Fuck you!
now, Phantom.
Fuck you, Vagabond. Fuck you, Vagabond. Fuck you.
Not even MKMPN is going to defend you this
Hey,
time.
hey. I mean, really, women that are around her age. I mean, it's her, Cassandra Peterson, and I can't remember her name now. Someone can remind me of this. She was in Live and Let Die. She was the Bond girl that was with James Bond. She was in Wedding Crashers. She was the mom. God, I can't remember her name now. She was Dr. Quinn Messin woman.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember the name either.
Dude, she's like nearly 80, and I still smash that. She still looks hot too.
Jane
Okay,
Seymour?
question.
Jane Seymour, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Not to derail the stream. Cher.
It's already
I know she's
derailed.
crazy.
What do you mean?
Okay. Cher. I know she's crazy. And she's
No.
like 79 years old. I would.
Dude, she's drier than King Tut's tomb at this
Look,
point.
you see, she got like a 20-something-year-old black kid or whatever.
I don't know, man. She looks like she's got too much Botox, to be honest.
dude, I felt, dude, it's like the same way with like Madonna up until she had all that plastic surgery.
Seriously, dude,
But-
she's like Madonna's like a fucking doll. It's almost terrifying.
Yeah.
Like sometimes in some images, she looks like a friggin' alien wearing a skin suit.
Yeah. I mean, did you see the one picture of her? Her lips were so damn big.
That's exactly the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
You
They
could
made
literally
fun of
land
it.
a plane on that lip.
They made
Whoa.
fun of it on Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah. I know what I know what episode you're talking about.
Was it like that? What was it? Or they were trying to make
They're trying to make Mandy all super
smile. Yeah, they're trying to make her smile.
Trying to make her smile. That's what it was. And then when she does smile, it literally tears the fabric of reality.
Yeah, like so like there's like another female that like she was in the original Charlie's Angels. Not Farrah Fawcett, but it was I can't remember her name. She was in the second Charlie's Angels movie. She was like the original leader of the group. She still looks pretty fucking hot at nearly 80 years old. I mean, hell, there's a lot. You could tell the supermodels of that era that are like in their 70s and 80s today, you probably would still smash today. Not a lot of them, because there's a lot of them that just went the Botox and plastic surgery route. Not Kate Jackson, it's the other one, UK gamer. can't remember her name.
Drawing a blank. I never saw
Reese
the
and Jake are
original.
gonna come back and wonder what happened to the stream.
M. Campia threw an interesting one. Michelle Pfeiffer. She looks
Uh,
like she looks
not-
good. I wouldn't say hot,
Yeah.
but she does. She looks good. Oh, they're saying Cheryl
Well-
Ladd.
I mean, not Cheryl Ladd. It's the other one. Jacqueline Smith. Yeah, I think it's Jacqueline Smith. I think that's her name. But yeah, so Michelle Pfeiffer, she looked pretty damn good in the Ant-Man movie in Ant-Man 2.
She wasn't
she's
bad.
No.
She's a lady that's aging gracefully, is what I would say. But she definitely still looked a lot better when she was Catwoman, like just crazy hot, which is the perfect kind of hot, if you ask me.
I hear you. I hear you, Mo. I hear you, Mo.
Oh, yeah, he's not wrong.
Hey,
Nagrinol.
Vagabond. Nagrinol. I've only been with 4 women in my lifetime. 2 were older than me, and 1 was a year younger than me, and the other one was 10 years younger than me. So yeah, I mean it's varied. It's varied. Hey, at least with older women, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about getting them pregnant. That's all I'm saying.
I guess there's a positive.
Damn. Shit.
But so overall, what do you guys think of the Witcher? What do you think of Liam Hemsworth?
He doesn't look terrible. He just looks skinnier than Mark. I mean,
Yeah.
again, it's like with any other casting, like if you're casting Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, stuff like that. It's hard to come back after Henry Cavill because the casting was almost perfect. To where even if he does an amazing job, regardless, you're comparing him to Henry Cavill the entire time, so it's going to be hard regardless of how well he does.
Again,
My thing is, are we finally going to get Geralt get his scars?
Well, honestly, it's like
Maybe.
this. It's the same thing as when they switch Aunt Bib and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, "Where's the real Aunt Bib?"
What was you gonna say, Ronan?
No, I was gonna say I just ultimately I wouldn't blame Liam Hemsworth for any of this. Obviously, he's just trying to get a
someone
paycheck.
said.
Got mouths to feed and
Someone
whatnot.
said in the comments, remember, don't blame Liam, blame the producers.
Exactly. That's basically it. That's kind of what I was gonna.
It's the same thing.
Say. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Don't hate the actor.
It's
always on the people making the show at the end of the day.
I mean,
maybe
Liam
the
Hemsworth,
actor.
he's a good actor. I mean, he's a damn good actor. You know, it's just it's like
it's just a terrible situation.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's basically it. Just good actor, bad situation, bad gig to be in, basically.
Yeah.
But it could be much worse. He could have the same talent manager as Henry Cavill, who for whatever reason keeps putting him in all kinds of just terrible crap. And it's not even his fault. Honestly, it's not his fault at all. If you ask me, Henry Cavill's a really good actor because if you guys have seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E. or if you've seen him in Mission Impossible Fallout, he does a really good job in those films. Like, especially Man from U.N.C.L.E., that's the closest we'll ever get with him being Bond because for whatever reason, Amazon and MGM and whatever companies own freaking the James Bond IP, for whatever reason, they don't want to actually get this guy as James Bond, even though he's like the perfect role for it. And then it's even more crazy with all the people in the comments gaslighting, telling you, no, he'd be boring as James Bond. Are you fucking kidding me? He's like the perfect fit for it.
So, have you guys heard the big news? So, on the set of Voltron, Henry got hurt. I think he hurt his back, and they had to shut down production until he's actually able to go back to filming.
When did they start?
They started earlier this year or late last year on the movie.
So how depending how bad the injury is, it could be a few months.
I was going to ask, how bad is the injury?
Yeah.
Didn't say, just said he was injured and had to stop production until he heals up.
So so from it doesn't sound like it's bad, but bad enough to where you can't risk it injuring it again.
Yeah, you're right, Campia. He was good in Stardust. He was actually good in that movie.
Yeah, he was good in we don't count Man of Steel though.
He was good in Immortals too. I think that's like one of his first films.
Immortals.
It's actually really good. Yeah, Mickey Rourke. It's based on Greek mythology. It's actually a real good movie.
Okay.
So he must have broke something or strained something to where he can't work. So
probably
they're probably
he had a what was it? Ruby Rose situation? I don't know.
Well, like, does he do his own stunts or does he have a stunt double?
Yeah, he does most of his own stunts because they really can't get anybody to be a stunt double. That's just a problem with Henry.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I do like him as Superman. You know, it's like call Man Steel for what it was. I liked him as Superman. The only criticism I have of that movie is
let his dad die.
Yeah, that's basically.
Oh my god! You know what?
I find it funny when Beardo's like, Henry Cavill is faithful to Superman. It's like Henry Cavill would not let his dad die.
You know what? I might be giving too much information right now. So I'm kind of like in the process of slowly making a comic book universe, graphic novel universe, however you want to put it. I got super inspired by Ripa, kind of like doing his stuff, and I wanted to kind of make my own thing as well. I've been writing like a story of sorts, like a big franchise story of sorts, long ago. But then when Ripa started doing the comic book stuff with all the heroes and everything, and heroes are obviously still a big thing in America, regardless of the absolute collapse of the MCU that's happening before our eyes. People still love superheroes, obviously. They just want to see superheroes do superhero things, not sit around at coffee shops talking about their feelings or, running around beating up white folks just because white man bad. They want to see superheroes be good people and do good things. So I decided to shift my original storyline over to like an actual superhero universe kind of thing. And yes, I'm also writing a character that's similar to Superman, but he also takes inspiration from Sentry and Omni-Man and even Hyperion as well.
So he has feelings?
Yes, but here's the thing. I also took inspiration from Man of Steel, especially the scene where, Clark let his dad die. I wrote it where I'm writing it where I would have my superhero basically save his dad, and somebody sees that, which then means he starts reporting that to the authorities, which then puts them and the whole family into a bigger heap of trouble. And the reason why I did that is mainly because, yes, I'm going to be just like Beardo and defend the scene where Clark lets his dad die, because I know Clark normally would not let Jonathan Kent die because that's his dad, and he tries to save everybody. But considering that in Man of Steel, Zack Snyder was trying to design it to be a little bit more realistic, shall we say, if Clark decided to actually save Jonathan, there was a bunch of people in that overpass. Somebody would have seen him save him. Somebody would have reported him to the authorities. The military would have ended up showing up, and God knows what would have happened. Now, again, that's obviously not what played out in Man of Steel. I'm just doing it differently in my universe just to kind of not justify it, but just to have people understand, actions have consequences when it comes to somebody that has so much power.
I do think the tornado might have shielded some people's eyes from seeing it. I do think the main problem is the explanation of why he didn't save his dad is kind of stupid.
I mean, for me, still the Christopher Reeve, the first Superman with Christopher Reeve, Jonathan's heart attack is more impact than the tornado, because regardless, when the people were under the underpass, you really don't know if they were shielded. They were like, they had their heads like buried underneath each other and trying to protect each other.
Yeah.
And it's just, for me, in that situation, he could have saved his father, but the thing with the heart attack, he couldn't stop the heart attack. That's the difference in the two scenes.
That's
now
why
that I can.
The CW show does it perfectly, where he has a heart attack and there's nothing you can do about it.
That part I can understand much more so, because obviously, again, it correlates to the message where Superman is all powerful, but he can't save everybody because of certain circumstances. So in that instance, I understand, and it fits much more with Jonathan Kent getting a heart attack. I absolutely understand that part. That makes much more sense.
I mean, it's like if you look at the in comic books, the three biggest deaths where a hero couldn't save anybody. That's Gwen Stacy, Uncle Ben, and Jonathan Kent. In the comic books, Gwen Stacy, her neck gets snapped because of Peter's. She's literally falling faster than him.
He's trying to catch her, and
the webbing snaps her neck. And Uncle Ben gets shot. Peter's not there. And with Jonathan, not in all comics Jonathan dies.
Yeah,
but
no,
like
not all.
in main continuity, I mean, that's literally what puts Clark on the path to be Superman.
Oh,
that is what puts him on the path.
The Wayne parents as well too. Don't forget about them. The Wayne parents is also another one where they always consistently die.
And that's just the thing. When it comes to Superman, it's like there's been times where Superman's been in a flock of people, and literally, I mean, Smallville did this perfectly. I mean, you got to remember when Clark was playing football, he used his super speed. He got from the field and saved Chloe from that guy that had the knife, and nobody knew he was gone. I mean, literally, Superman is that fast. He could have got down there to his dad and back. At least got his dad off and got back before anybody noticed.
The only one faster than him is the Flash.
No, actually, I was going to make the argument because that scenario there sounds like he's equally as fast as the Flash, because that's the kind of that sort of speed is kind of comparable to Speed Force level heroes like Barry Allen or Wally West. It just, at least to me, that's what it sounds like.
Well, I mean, Superman's faster than a speeding bullet, and you can't see a bullet when it's fired. You just can't. You see the impact. You don't see it when it leaves the barrel. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the Flash is faster than Superman. Fight me on it because it's a fact. I mean, Flash is faster than Superman.
It's even in the comics. Like every time they raced, and then there was one time where Superman was trying to catch him, and he's like, "I have a secret. I was always not even trying my hardest," and then he just spit him out in the dust.
All right. Well, let me ask you this, Phantom, because apparently that new Sonic crossover decided to sort of put that into question. Would you still say Flash is faster than Sonic? Okay, here we go now.
Well, the thing is, Flash is faster than Sonic.
Right. I would agree with that. That's what I think.
Sonic
I think that it was kind
rings.
No, it's not the rings. The thing with Sonic is Sonic doesn't draw his power from the Speed Force, and the Speed Force is unlimited. It's an unlimited energy source, and the Flash can actually, I mean, literally, Flash can run from if say there was a highway, he can run from Earth to the source wall in matter of seconds. In matter of seconds. I mean, we've seen the Flash literally go so fast that he literally he can literally jump time. He can jump dimensions. I mean, Superman can do that.
He can go through different Earths.
Yeah, and the thing with Superman, the Superman with with him, he literally has to go beyond his capabilities to break the barriers between dimensions and time. He's done it, but it's a lot harder for Superman to do it than the Flash. Even Sonic can't even break the time barrier. He can't.
Like
He's fast, but he's not that fast.
No, I'm
Like-
just asking because of that new Sonic and DC superheroes crossover comic that
Yeah.
happened a while ago. Apparently, Sonic managed to beat the Flash, which I find to be absolutely insane. Because again,
that's
we
probably
see.
just Sega making a deal that Sonic wins.
I presume that is probably the case. It's just another one of those clauses for IPs. It's kind of the same thing that happened with Godzilla, where they can't present him to be. I think they can't when it comes to Godzilla, they can't present him as losing. They can present him as being killed, but they can't present him as losing. Is one of the things that Toho says, if I'm right. So maybe it's
Okay.
like something similar with Sonic from Sega.
Okay, so I want to address a comment from UK Gamer. Yes, he did turn back time, but the problem was he really didn't turn back time. He rotated Earth backwards,
He rotated
and that's what
axis.
and with his speed. So literally, he was still at the moment that he was when he flew into space. It was Earth that time reversed. It wasn't Superman. It was Earth that reversed time, and that's like one of the most ridiculous superpowers that they gave him in the movies, and which he never did that in the comics. He never did that anywhere else. It was just a thing in the movie to bring Lois back. That's what that was.
That reverse rotation of the Earth is definitely a can of worms that I probably wouldn't want to open it myself because I find that
it's like
questionable.
dude, it's like him kissing Lois and making her make her lose her memory,
right.
or his X-ray vision can rebuild the Great Wall of China crap. That is the biggest thing about Superman that I don't like. I don't like how they gave him all these powers all of throughout his history, and then when he lost his powers and they retconned it where he couldn't do them again, I'm like, God, that is so fucking retarded. Even let him keep his powers, or just you should have never gave them to him in the first place.
I don't know, man. I think that retcon sounds good because I wouldn't want to see Superman shooting mini versions from his palm again.
Oh, God, don't remind me.
Well,
Don't remind me of that crap.
I was going to say, speaking of Sonic, did you guys see that Sonic Racing World games commercial targeting Nintendo?
I did not see it. No.
Oh, okay.
It looks good.
It's a throwback to the old version.
It looks good.
The funny thing is, a lot of Sega games are on the Nintendo Switch because of the.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, Nintendo bought Sega. That's why.
Basically.
Yeah.
Phantom. It's actually fun you mentioned that because I actually played the open network test for Sonic Cross Worlds Racing and whatnot. I actually enjoy it. To be honest, I've tried playing Mario Kart a bunch of different times with friends before. It's enjoyable and it's fun. I could never truly get behind it. When I started playing Sonic Cross Worlds Racing, I think it was the first time that I was literally locked in so much, I started screaming slurs at literal AI drivers just to try and win.
Shout out to Corn Boy. Corn Boy's been streaming and playing with G&G and stuff. Shout out to Corn Boy.
Yeah, honestly. Shout out.
But I mean, like for me, like I would love to have this debate on Anime with the Homies one night. We might do that. We might like compare the speedsters compared to other speedsters and like the multiverse and stuff. That would be pretty cool to do that. But so now we're getting into the part of the show where we got to talk about some passings, and I guess we go ahead and start with Robert Redford. He passed away the other day. I think at
89.
if you want to pull that up, Ebola. He was 89
Yeah.
years old. He's probably in some of the greatest movies of all time. The Sting. He was in uh Captain America: The Winter Soldier. He was
Mhm.
in um The Rookie. He was in so many. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, one of my all-time favorite cowboy movies of all time. And it's really sad to see a legend pass away. You know, he started Sundance. He was a leftist lunatic, but he was that kind of leftist lunatic that really didn't say very much.
Kind
And
of he just kind of it didn't bleed into his craft.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So
I think one of the films I remember him most in was the first film adaptation for The Great Gatsby, but
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
mainly because
Uh
I had to watch that version as well as the Baz Luhrmann version for high school when we were actually covering the book. But I think that
yeah.
was the first ever film I actually saw Robert Redford in. Just because I didn't see much films with him, I knew he was a prolific actor. I just hadn't seen much films with him, but he
So
was actually really good in it. Like I think
my
he was a great actor.
my first movie was Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid on TV. And if
Wayfarer,
you
sorry, real quick, Wayfarer. I think the movie you're talking about is called "All Is Lost," if I remember right. That's the one. It's one of his newer
and
films.
yeah, and you guys remember they did an homage to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in Red Dead Redemption 2 with Arthur and Dutch, where they jump off the cliff together. I love his movies. I mean, he had some really phenomenal movies. At one point, the George Lucas wanted him to be Indiana Jones. They wanted him for several movies in the late 70s, and R.I.P. to the goat. And
If you look at this picture, it could have worked.
yeah, it could have
I
worked.
know this is
Yeah.
this is a more recent his more recent movie, but that just kind of looks like Indiana Jones. But I mean, here's I guess that's a younger version of him.
Or the picture right under that. Yeah, with the he would
Oh
work at it.
yeah, he looks like he could do it. Looks
He
like
could
Yeah.
have done it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also now he's with his friend Paul Newman, who passed away several years ago. So yeah,
Oh, Paul
R.I.P.
Newman's a
to
great actor.
R.I.P. to the goat. And in other news, we gotta send prayers to Asmongold. His father passed away today, battling pancreatic cancer. He announced it
It
this
wasn't
morning.
today, it was 2 days ago, but
Yeah, it was a few
Asmongold
days ago.
announced it
Okay.
today.
Yes,
Yeah.
he made
Yeah.
the announcement
Yeah.
today, and
Yeah.
it's definitely not. It's not fun seeing that happen, losing a relative to any
Oh,
form of cancer.
oh wow!
It,
Even God of War creator David Jaffe sent his condolences.
well, at least there's some humanity still.
Yeah.
That's
I
quite
saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, is that the God of War creator David?
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember.
I guess no matter if you hate the guy or not, I guess when someone loses a parent, that's when that's the humanity that you have left comes out, because
Yeah.
I,
that's
I
never fun.
I remember I lost my my grandfather back in 2010 due to stomach cancer. I'd only seen him a few times because he was visiting from Colombia. This the I don't know if you guys might have seen this, but this is the same grandfather who I shared on Isaac's stream. It was the emergency Golden Age podcast the day after Charlie Kirk had passed. This is the same grandfather who was working for the Colombian army to actually fight against a lot of the Marxist militia groups that existed during the 50s, 60s, and 70s in Colombia, like the FARC, the April 19th movement. And when he would come over to the States and visit, he was a really cool dude, and would tell me a lot about what it was like living in Colombia, what it was like fighting communists. And yeah, to this day, I wish I knew more about him, and I wish I'd connected closer to him. So, and
Yeah.
I know what it's like losing somebody has been gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ebola, if you want to, did I post the? I think I posted in there if you can't look it up, but I do want to talk about what the WWE announced the other day that the fans are hating. WrestleMania in 2027 is going to Saudi Arabia. Ugh.
Oh yeah, there we go.
The fans hate it. The fans are hating this.
Yeah, there it is.
Because
Oh, God.
the problem too is like, okay, so for the women, like, okay, we know they wear partially scanty clad outfits or whatever. Do they have to follow Sharia law and all that type of
Yeah,
shit?
they had to wear full body suits, but they can leave their heads exposed. That was the compromise that the Saudi government did, because their first crown jewel show a few years ago was just all males, and they didn't have one single female. And then I think like maybe by the next one or third one, they started letting female wrestlers wrestle in the event.
So
I hate to say it, but time to start a new league in the United States.
So are they gonna make it like that certain Tekken character, I guess?
Well, Vagabond, I was going to ask, isn't AEW essentially that new league that's trying to compete with like the WWE?
Pretty much.
Right.
Honestly, I haven't really been paying attention to a lot of, besides like the local wrestling scene, which I have a friend that's all up in there.
Mhm.
Other than that,
we also got a wrestler in the chat. His name's M. Campbell Soup.
His name is
Yes,
just
good old Soup.
Campbell Soup.
he likes the role.
So okay.
I was referencing that. You seen that commercial where the soup is rolling behind the one girl?
Oh, rolling from the shop all the way to the little girl.
Also, I think they're going to have. I don't know if it's next year, but I know that the Royal Rumble is going to be in Riyadh. That's where they're going to hold WrestleMania, and a lot of fans are just like they are pissed. And if you go and look at the likes to dislikes ratio on this, people are pissed. They're pissed.
Yeah, people
Can't
are calling
blame
it blood money because, well, but that's like kind of anything, and basically anything in Saudi Arabia, any sporting event, they call it blood money anyway. It's like,
well, so we know
that's the kind of not. I don't think that's the main one issue.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a big issue.
So, we know that WWE signed, when Vince McMahon was still chairman, they signed a multi-year deal to hold 2 shows in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia per year. And I think that deal's coming up. I don't know if Triple H is going to re-sign that deal. He might not. Don't know yet. And I'm thinking with this right here, and this might be the last hurrah of WWE in Saudi Arabia, but money's money, and
I mean, you never
money.
know, because Saudi Arabia, it has like their stadiums are pretty good, and I guess we'll see how it goes, but probably it's not going to go down well.
Pretty much.
But we've seen people complain, and then it still does big numbers, so you never know. But I guess wrestling is different. wrestling probably might be different.
Yeah.
I don't really follow that much wrestling apart from a lot of the memorable memes, moments, and stuff that come out of it. But who knows? We'll see. Like a lot of people sound like they're upset about this, but money's money, like you say, Ebola.
Yeah, I because also everyone probably knows I watch esports, so they had the esports World Cup, and people kept spamming blood money.
You watch esports? I didn't. I thought you didn't know nothing about esports.
No, he didn't.
Oh yeah, that person knew more than me. Yeah, that person. Okay, anyway, but
Who doesn't watch a whole ton of Korean esports teams?
Yeah, I watched it. People complained blood money because it's a surprise the Saudi team won.
Yeah.
Yada, yada. But still, it did. It did. People enjoyed it, and it did. So a bunch of people complaining blood money, but that was a vocal minority. So.
Well, okay.
Go
So
ahead.
whoever the king is of Saudi Arabia is right, and then
Yeah,
the prince
No,
the prince
he's
is very
prince. Yeah.
The prince is very into esports things in Saudi.
Okay, so so his father's like the king or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think no, if once his father's gone, then I think Saudi Arabia would probably change.
It seems like the crown prince is trying to shift it to a more Western view in Saudi.
Yeah, he wants to get rid of Sharia law in Saudi Arabia, where women can dress wherever they want. He's actually
oh shit.
He's actually more based than his father, and a lot of people don't like it.
He's probably a gooner, and that's why. So he's
well,
like curtains.
Isn't the crown prince of Saudi Arabia the reason why King of Fighters still exists?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're building a Dragon Ball land in Saudi.
Holy shit! So he's a weeb too. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why.
So
imagine you have a Goku person fighting in WWE.
That'd be fun. So we got a little gaming news that we want to talk about. The Ebola brought to my attention the other night. So K-pop Demon Hunters is coming to Fortnite.
Oh right, yeah.
I'm excited for this.
It didn't specify when. It just says soon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Vagabond?
I don't know. Maybe I should download Fortnite, even though I don't like it. So, I do know, like it's a must. And then they already got a short film coming out pretty soon too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I'm thinking the short film's probably all the deleted scenes or the stuff they couldn't add extra because they had the short in the movie or whatever. They're going to add that while they work on the new movie. Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think with this is going to bring a lot of newer players into Fortnite because of how popular K-pop Demon Hunter is, even for people who normally don't like anime or anything or play video games.
So I wonder something. Are they going to be like, what they could do? What they could do is because they had those little events where they have the stage and they do the singing and stuff.
So it could be a music battle pass.
Yeah,
do like a concert
too.
Because they've been doing concerts in Fortnite, so I don't see why not.
So what I'm hoping for is that the emotes, one of them's got to be Soda Pop. It's got to be Soda Pop. You got to have it. Derpy needs to be either a glider or on the backpack. Guima needs to be a backpack, and I hope they bring the Soldier Boys too.
I would think Guima would be the flare when you're diving.
Maybe.
So I just put a link in the private chat. I don't know which one of you guys wants to share it, but
I got it.
I wanted to say that I was excited about the K-pop Demon Hunters collab. I really did, because I absolutely love the movie. It's great. I love all the characters. I love Rumi and Mira and Zoe. I love, Jinu. Gima's even cool as well. The whole film is absolutely amazing. It's great. That was, of course, until the CEO of Epic Games decided to open his fucking mouth. And this is in connection to Clemson University, who decided that they were going to investigate I don't remember if it was students or if it was staff,
It was
but
at least 3 faculty.
faculty members. Yes, they
But they
essentially
released a
made.
Well,
suspended.
Fortnite's from Unreal, which is
Epic Games.
Yes,
But yeah, it took.
it is.
I
It
don't
is
think.
connected to Epic Games.
Yeah.
So yeah, he made this post here that says, "What amendment says you can't diss someone?" Not seeing it here, tries to essentially reference the First Amendment because I guess his argumentation is that since Clemson University is a public university that's receiving funding from the United States government, that because of that, that allows these facts.
Did he spaz out from you?
Yeah, he did. Give him a minute.
Okay.
Making snide and derogatory comments.
Well, so the way I see stuff like when it comes to like these corporations that run their fucking mouths, they're idiots. The thing is, though, you just can't hold that against their games. They're idiots. They're idiots for spilling this nonsensical bullshit. You have to separate the game from the heads of the corporation or the
I will say this.
Well, not a lot of people did that with Ghost of Yote, I would say.
Okay,
hell,
okay,
even
let me say
people on the
this.
left are trying to boycott
Let me
Ghost
say
of
this.
Yote.
The
too.
difference
It's going to be a terrible game anyway. It's going to be a terrible game anyway.
I think
No, of course.
the difference between this and Ghost of Yote is he didn't outright celebrate the death, where Ghost of Yote developers that were developing the game did. Where he's just the CEO. I don't know how much effect he has on games. But he didn't outright celebrate anyone's death. He's just saying,
No,
I'm
I know
saying
he's not
basically trying to
celebrating anyone's death, so that's good at the very least. But it kind of sounds as though he's trying to defend
I think
people
it
who
sounds like
want
he's trying to reason a little bit, or trying to maybe he's confused on something or trying to understand. I don't exactly know.
I mean that's how I've always done it. It's like with like actors and stuff. You know, you have to separate the actor from the character that they play. And when it comes to like
Mark Hamill.
yeah, well, I mean, like with video games, there's been developers that have been talking shit since the formation of video games, and people have to look at, okay, so you have this guy that's the head of this corporation, and the guys that did it, they said stupid shit. Do we hate the game because of what they said, or do we hate them for what they said? And I've always had this opinion. It's a hot take. I've had this argument before, but I would rather hate them for what they said if their game is still going good. Now, if their game, like Ghost of Yote, we already knew that this game was going to be shit because they already gender swapped the main character, and the story is just going to be terrible.
I didn't have the problem with making the main character female if the game was good, but then after what the VA said and after this, I'm just like, it's probably just gonna be garbage. And my question is Japan gonna strip their title away from them after all this? Because remember, the first game they gave them an honorary tree on the island they made the game off. So is Japan gonna take their title away from them? Because
honestly,
don't know.
Who knows? Who knows if that would actually happen? We don't know. We know that a lot of people, around the world absolutely respected Charlie Kirk. A lot of them paid their respects in Korea.
Well,
several of them paid their respects in Japan.
Here's my question: Where is Tim Sweeney responding to? Because I didn't.
It's the response is, again, it's over here from this post with Clemson University. They were doing an investigation regarding faculty members that made derogatory and inflammatory comments regarding Charlie Kirk's death. They essentially making fun of him or making fun of him dying and whatnot. And because of that, Tim Sweeney decided that he would basically try and use the First Amendment to defend these people's comments. And Phantom, I respect your opinion on it, and believe me, I used to be in that same position before too, because I wanted to like a lot of these like different IPs and games and movies and whatnot. I wanted to try and separate the art from the artist. I just want to be entertained, right?
It's
But
hard to do it. It's hard to do it
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
it
really
really
hard.
it really is.
For me now, I'm at this point where it's hard. It's nigh impossible for me to separate the art from the artist now, mainly
Mhm.
because I see and hear what the artist really thinks of people like me. I
Mhm.
know a good number of them probably would either laugh or would be okay if folks like me were to actually die. I don't respect that in any way, shape, or form. That's why I don't want to give my money or my time to them. I'm not going to knock anybody that will still try to separate the art from the artist, because again, it's ultimately your time, it's ultimately your
Yeah.
money, and it's how you want to decide how you want to be entertained. That's all on
I-
you.
I
For
will
me
say
as an
I think
individual,
and
deciding I'm
I
not going to.
and I agree with UK Gamer what he said. You know, I agree with him. I agree with 100%.
yeah.
And there have been times I've done that. You know, and then we do know that like video games they put all sorts of agendas in video games for the last 20
Yeah.
years, give or
Exactly.
take.
At the end of the day, you choose how you spend your time
Yeah.
or enjoyment.
Yeah.
The
I
thing
will say
that
this. I will say this. On this, like Blizzard, a bunch of Blizzard devs made remarks, and I find it funny that Overwatch again is the only branch of Blizzard that has said nothing on it.
Well,
yeah,
that's the thing. I literally I stopped playing Blizzard, Blizzard games after the bullshit they said about Trump after he got
Yeah, like
assassination attempt.
I just noticed every I guess controversial thing Blizzard gets part of, the Overwatch branch is the only one that doesn't get caught in
It
up in
it's actually
anything.
kind of funny you mentioned that, Ebola. Just like a quick remark for like the Overwatch branch of Blizzard. They're actually kind of going the opposite direction now. I don't know if you recently saw this. They're introducing a Persona 5 skin for Mercy. They're making her dress up
They
like
already released
Aunt
them. They
Kamiki,
already released
Panther.
Mhm.
Oh, they already released them now. So
Yeah,
it's funny.
yeah.
They're going the opposite direction because I guess they're really trying to get their old
I,
audience back, which
they're
is now
trying
moved to Marvel
they're tr-
Rivals.
honestly,
I
for
think what they're
myself,
I think what they're trying to do is also bring back the faith they want after they kind of broke the faith with the PvP and story mode. They're trying to bring back the faith of the players that played that I guess left the game. And the only comment I saw from was one of the voice actors of a character. He said I'm not gonna mourn, but I'm not gonna celebrate, and he got semi attacked for just saying I'm not gonna celebrate someone's death, or I guess I'm not mourning because in his view he said some things mean, but he's also said I'm not gonna celebrate someone's death. And
Go ahead, Vagabond.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I haven't been buying any AAA games in a long time anyway. For myself, it's just I've been on the indie, like as indie games or whatever. But
Mhm.
the thing that Tim Sweeney's misinterpreting, it says Congress shall not make no law representing an establishment, religion, or whatever. So, whatever the business is doing, the business is not Congress, so they can get rid of whoever they want to.
Right. UK Gamer was just saying that.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, when it comes to AAA game, I always really been seeing indie games. Unless it's Nintendo, say what you want about Nintendo's prices right now. I think the prices are reasonable. I mean, depending on the game or whatever, if they put effort into it or not. But other than that, I already been seeing the industry to raise the prices anyway.
I will not pay $90 for Mario Kart World. Damn it, you hear me?
But
yeah.
like for Legend of Zelda or Metroid, I would. So
Yeah.
All right, okay, maybe
So-
Metroid because I've been excited for a Metroid game.
Yeah. So Ronan, they did the first 5 characters of the thieves.
Oh wait,
I was surprised they didn't do Haru since one of the voice actors for a character is the voice of Haru as well.
yeah, I just remember
Some of the
that.
characters they chose
Xantic
the
Way, I think her
skins.
name was.
Some of the characters they chose for the skins I questioned, but some made sense.
So one of them Makoto?
Yes, it's
Who is it?
Diva.
Oh,
It honestly makes sense because she is in a mech suit,
I guess.
and the
Yeah.
the mech is Lee Johanna.
Well,
It has
like Johanna's originally a bike, a
motorcycle.
motorcycle, and
Yeah.
then she turns into a mech when you ascend her her persona to a knot. That's when it
Yeah.
becomes a mech. Yeah,
Yeah. It has the face
Okay.
of Hana on like the thing. So
that's
All
kind of
right,
cool.
so we're gonna move on to our last story of tonight, and this dropped yesterday. So go ahead and pull up the stuff about Discord and stuff about
okay.
So I hate to do this, but I actually have to go ahead and drop out now before you guys
all
start
right.
this last one. But I
Uh,
appreciate you guys inviting me onto the show again.
Hey, thank
You're
you for
Well,
coming
welcome.
on short notice. Tell them where you're gonna be at and what you're doing.
alrighty, so AmCampEAU will always be dropping my Linktree links and whatnot. You can find me on Kick and on YouTube. I'm also on X as well. I haven't streamed in a while, and after the last week with a lot of the chaos, I think it's time that you guys, hear my wonderful voice and see me play Resident Evil again. So tomorrow night, 100%, I'm gonna go for another stream, and then this weekend I'm also gonna try and do a couple more Resident Evil streams. But yeah, let's you can find me over there in the same places, Kick, YouTube, and whatnot.
Yeah, go find Rondo over on his links.
Yes, find me, Rhonda. Yeah. But again, thanks a lot, guys, for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for coming on.
All right,
So
take care, man.
so let's go ahead and let's pull that up. So Congress sent a letter to Discord, to Twitch, to Steam, and Reddit yesterday, wanting them to come and testify to Congress on the toxic or indoctrination of chats and stuff. So Ebola, if you want to read that, go ahead.
Is it this right here?
Yeah, I think it's that right there.
Okay, this is from Dear. This is I think Justine.
Yeah.
I think, right?
Well, they all got the same letter.
Okay, so it's Dear whoever's the CEO. The Committee on Oversight and Government Reform requests your testimony at a hearing on Wednesday, 8th October 2025 at 10 a.m. in room HV 210 on the U.S. Capitol Visitor Center. The hearing will examine radicalization of online forums users, including incidents of open incitement to commit violent political motivated acts. To confirm your appearance at the hearing, please contact Committee on Oversight Government Reform staff at 202 numbers. Please provide your written testimony at least 2 business days prior to the hearing. You will have the opportunity to provide a 5-minute opening statement prior to answering questions posed by members. The Committee on Oversight Government Reform is the principal oversight committee of the U.S. House of Representatives and has broad authority to investigate any matter at any time under House Rule X. Thank you in advance for your cooperation with this inquiry. Sincerely, James Comer.
So the reason that they sent this out was because of the Reddit group that the assassin of Charlie Cook was a part of. They were going through several. So I do know that several Reddits have been taken down. I talked about this Saturday night, and I can talk a little bit more. So somebody put out the call Saturday of inappropriate pictures that were being deep fakes of Charlie, his wife, and his kids having inappropriate actions on Reddit. Also, the discords where a lot of Antifa, which is now a designated as a terrorist organization. It's about damn time.
Finally, it should have been a while ago.
Are there, and they were going through, and they've noticed that they followed his people that he's a part of, other servers that he's a part of, and they're going to do crackdowns on this. So what do you guys think about this?
I got 2 different opinions.
I think, especially, I think Reddit is the big one that just needs to, because this is not the first. It's probably not going to be the last that some violent act happens and Reddit or Twitch is involved in some way. Because
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the first, but is it rare case to see Steam or Discord involved in some way? Because usually Discord's
Yeah.
kind of. But
Well,
the Discord, like, it's probably just a few selected friend group chat that is like they probably set private so no one else. Because
well,
you're set at private, for the most part, no one really can see it.
well, I have two opinions. So one, I think this is them calling these companies out to Congress is unnecessary. I get this is a bad thing to happen, but it's not the platforms. It's they should have just I don't know why until now we're now marking Antifa as a terrorist organization. But they should have been categorized as after burning countless cities, towns, burning people's cars and stuff over whether George Floyd or whoever, right? They should have been like looked at from that instance. YouTube, Steam, even Reddit, right? As much as I don't care for Reddit, the platforms themselves have nothing to do with that. It's the individual people. You should have been looking at them the whole entire time.
Because
As soon as you had the movement of Antifa attacking people since their inception, where was it? They're throwing milkshakes, for whatever was in the milkshakes at Steven Crowder. No one's done anything. They just had no consequences for the longest time, and that's why they've been running rapid in these groups. It's not
because there are some Reddit subs that aren't crazy people.
But that's what I'm saying is the Congress or the government or whatever, they should have had these guys categorized as terrorists and then either infiltrate their groups and see what they're saying. But I think it's a waste of time to unless you're trying to go to censorship
or just
route.
get a new CEO of Reddit or something to monitor and if they see something inciting violence, they shut that entire sub down.
Well, the thing, my opinion about why they did this now is because one of the groups that the assassin of Charlie Kirk was part of was an Antifa group on Reddit.
I get that,
yeah.
But okay, I get there was an Antifa group on Reddit, but if Antifa a while back, even on Trump's first term, right, was designated as a terrorist group from then they should have every right to go after them, look at what chat logs or whatever.
Oh, of course. Trump dropped the ball. Trump dropped the ball during that time.
Yeah.
And now, in the light of the death of Charlie Kirk, we know that this dude was part of Antifa. He had sympathies with them, and in the long run, it's like UK Gamer said, Reddit and Twitch are scared because they bring the people that run Twitch. They're going to have to explain why Hassan is still on the platform and why is Hassan there still, doing this rhetoric, wishing for death for people.
There's clips of him saying they should be gutted on the streets.
I do want to respond to UK's Gamers, the last message. I get that when it comes to Twitch, right? So Twitch has its rules, and we see that they play favorites, right? But for like forums and forum boards where anyone can just create their own forum board or whatever, I think those should not be like those shouldn't have been a concern. But like if you designate like a group as a terrorist group, right? Like whatever it is, BLM or whatever. That's when they should be looked into, not like that's why I think it's a waste of time to see Steam, like, because most forums are usually hands-off approaches, just you got a host of some sort or whatever, right?
Well, we already know that the feds are monitoring Discord. We already know this.
Well, I get that, but see, that's more on them. Like, they should have done their job and already been labeled Antifa as a terrorist group, and whatever they're posting online, like, there's no reason why they didn't stop this guy from doing what he did.
And then he might not have been on Discord saying that shit, and a lot of it could be in voice chat. So yeah,
That's also it's also possible that they were all talking in voice chat because it's hard to you can't really monitor.
I think there's more than voice chat. So it's obvious the guy was working with a bunch of people because the day before the shooting,
he implicated his
because there's
partner to without getting hit by YouTube.
Well, yeah,
this sweet partner that was so loving. Fucking bullshit.
Before that, no, he if his partner was not involved before, him mentioning, even texting his partner about what he did, he implicated him in the crime. He basically made him an accomplice.
Yeah, it's just so basically, I was gonna say the day before the shooting, a song came out. A band made a song as if they knew. Then a person came out with a book. Then the day after, someone else had their book before those got taken down.
And in one of the books we looked at, the date was before he even got shot.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's obvious people knew that this was going to happen. It's like the title was like "Dead." Charlie Kirk bubbled at on his 31st or whatever, and that was the one that there was a song in the book the day before. So and so that's the issue. Like I said, how many years has Antifa been attacking people for the longest time?
At least since 2020, maybe
10 years. 10 years.
Yeah. So honestly, I just see these companies as a scapegoat. And again, Twitch. I know Twitch doesn't follow their platform rules because it'd be like, oh, a VTuber can't show their hips.
The CEO doesn't know how streaming works.
Yeah, so like I can understand with Twitch because Twitch doesn't play by their own rules the whole entire time. But like for forum groups and stuff, like I don't think it's a waste of time.
Vagabond, don't forget they did have artistic nudity at one point.
Yeah. Or what was it? The chicks body painting themselves on Twitch?
Yeah.
What about the green screen meta?
Yeah. Yeah, there's just I say it's art and performative or whatever. And we know YouTube has their problems too with that type of stuff where it's like, cleaning the house, how to clean a toilet while wearing a sheer see-through dress or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so go ahead, Ebola.
Have you heard of pan piano?
Yes.
Okay.
You would. So
I follow her. So
of course you do.
So that's pretty much it for us tonight. I don't think we have anything else, do we, Ebola?
Let me go through.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah. I mean, the only other thing is, I guess, Zoe Falcone is going to be in the Batman 2.
That's fine. We can wait till Kreese comes back and do that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you everybody for coming in tonight. So Vagabond, what you got going on?
Later this week I will be at Friday maybe on the Weekly Rogues Gallery. Saturday I might be at Japan Fest, and then Saturday night I'll be on Anime for the Homies, and then Sunday I'll be on my podcast. I swear it's not hentai. So whether you're a gooner, non-gooner, where you watch anime, don't watch anime, hate it or love it, crazy stream, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So get ready to goon, guys.
Ebola, what you got going on?
Well, I have my usual videos Monday and Tuesday. Sophie, assuming she's not dead.
Date night.
Wednesday, Thursday afternoon, either talking about something or just reacting to something, whatever I can. Yeah, that's all I got. I mean, I have. Oh, right. Thursday with the homies as usual. Anime with the homies as usual. And as far as not hentai podcast as usual, I don't know what we're talking about this week, but yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, that's all I got going on.
So I want to give a big announcement. So tomorrow, I'm going to get I'm going to be on I'm going to get interviewed tomorrow. So Atomic Patriot and I will. Atomic Patriot's going to be interviewing me for a future video. Saturday night, anime with the homies, and next week I will have a announcement for matinee with the homies. I got to talk to a few people. Also, I will be creating a official for the homies Rumble page, where we are gonna like do pre-recorded videos that we can throw up over there. Our political stuff that we can't talk about here. Also, yeah. So he's So if you guys watched Kreese's the video he did with Kreese and with Cassie or Casey, whichever you want to call her. So I am going to be doing that sometime tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know when it drops.
So, question:
And
should I feel bad for you or AP first?
I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be a good interview. Also, once again, thank you guys for coming in tonight. Shout out and happy birthday to our good friend Kreese. Also, shout out to Jake. Miss you guys. Wish you guys were here. And next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, we're gonna be doing a very special anime with the homies. It's also gonna be a birthday stream because it will be my birthday that Saturday night, and we're gonna have fun. And
What are you,
just
1,000 years old?
I feel it after the day I've had. But yeah, thank you guys for coming in, and we will see you guys Saturday night. Oh yeah, that's right. Vagabond, what are we gonna be doing Saturday night? We're gonna be fixing something, right?
Yes, this Saturday. If you've seen if you watched my anime, I swear it's not hentai podcast last Sunday, we rage baited at the anime men with a bunch of tourists that were rating the first episodes of a bunch of anime. Well, this Saturday we're going to fix their god awful garbage tier list. So tune in to Anime for the Homies this Saturday at 9 p.m. Pacific.
And I think Kreese is not going to be there. I think Kreese might not be there for Saturday night. So if anybody wants to join us and have a little fun making fun of these twat waffles, just hit me up in Discord and I'll shoot you the link Saturday night. But thank you guys for coming in. We are officially at 290 subs. We're 10 away from 300, 10 away from me playing the gayest game on Game Pass, which is probably going to be Dragon Age the Veilguard, which that's what everybody's wanting me to play.
Well, it's the gayest game currently.
Yeah. And don't forget, 400 subscribers, Kreese is going to do the one chip challenge. And at 500 subscribers, Jake is going to wax his legs live on For the Homies podcast. And at 1,000 he's got 500 subscribers and monetization when that happens. And at 1,000 subscribers, this guy below me, Liquid Ebola, is going to do a face reveal. So thank you guys for coming in. We'll see you guys Saturday night, Anime with the Homies. I'm Phantom X. He's Liquid Ebola. He's the runaway vagabond. The man is going to be the first man in history to have athlete's mouth. And we see you guys later. We'll be in Discord here in about 20 minutes. So good night, everybody. Like the stream, nerds. And MCampy fan, don't be gay.